Hey, John here. Here's lick of the day number 102. This is an F Lydian alternate picking lick. And if you want access to all the tabs for all 102 licks so far, you can sign up via the link down in the description or by clicking right here on the screen. I'm gonna play it once, slowly, and then break it down. We start here on the 10th fret of the D string. Right, so this is based on the F Lydian scale, and Lydian is just like a major scale, but we have a sharp 4 instead of a natural 4th. F Lydian happens to be the same notes as C major or A minor, so if you know that scale, this should be fairly easy to find the notes. But we hear everything in relationship to F, so that's why it sounds like Lydian and not sound like something else. So we're gonna start here on the 10th fret, and we're gonna go up in sixes first. So we're gonna go 10, 12, 14 on D and G. And I'm just alternate picking this starting with a downstroke. So after that, we move down to E here on the 9th fret, and we're gonna go 9, 10, 12 on G, and 10, 12, 13 on B. So from the beginning. Then we go to G here on the 8th fret, and we're gonna have 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. Then we shift up to F, and we gotta on the 13th fret, and we're gonna go down 13, 12, 10 on both E and B. So it's a lot of sixes here. And then we'll shift up to 12 and go up 12, 13, 15 on both strings. Shift up to 17, go down 17, 15, 13 on both E and B. And we shift up to 15 and go 15, 17, 18, 15, 17, 19. And then finally, we're gonna go down 20, 19, 17, and then on the B string, 20, 18, 17. Then we're gonna end up here on the 15th fret of the B string. So if we take all those together, and from here we're gonna play this sequence. It's an 8th note sequence, so we're gonna go like this: 15, 17, 18, and then back. What, 5 notes? Then 5 plus 3 is 8, so we get 17, 16, 14. We play exactly the same sequence, have to shift the fingerings a bit, but the sequence stays intact. So 5 notes plus 3, so we got 16, 17, 19, and then we have 19, 17, 15, then we shift down to 14. And from here we're gonna do 8 quarter note triplets, and the notes we're playing is E, F, C, and that's going to be 14, 15 on D, and then 17 on C, and then we bend up to that note again from half step below. And that's pretty much it. Rhythmically, I've written this out in 16th notes, and that's also how I thought about it. So even though we have a lot of sixes here, I'm not really thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm thinking more 16th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Because if you do that, you're gonna end up on the beat here. Right? And also you should end up on the beat on this thing, the 8th note sequence. So after all the sixes, actually, let's see. So from here we're gonna be on, let's see, in the tab, it's gonna be the first note of bar 4. So give that a try with the 16th notes, but also try it in different subdivisions. You can do triplets, 5 notes per beat, whatever. You might not end up on the beat here at the end, but that doesn't really matter. It's just really good for your timing and your technique to try different subdivisions. I'm just saying you shouldn't be stuck with one subdivision. So once again, from the beginning. Right, practice-wise here, this is a really good one to get your 6s down, meaning ascending and descending, and the combination of all of them, basically. And this thing here on the high, that starts on the B string, just go up 6 notes, down 6 notes. So it's a really good one to get used to this 3 note per string patterns and how they connect throughout the neck. So I would highly suggest that you extend this, so you start down here, for example. And do that all over the fretboard and do it on all string groups. It's a really good way to learn any new scale. So you're not just doing it in one position. And besides that, find what's the most uncomfortable thing for you, and then put on a timer and repeat that for X amount of minutes. So, and also move it around the fretboard. So if you find that particular fingering a bit weird, maybe you find this thing weird, it's a good idea to slow it down a lot and really focus on what your fingers are doing, and then move it up and down the fretboard in half step. So that generally will give you much better results than just sitting in one position. And also it's less boring. And I kind of like it because it gives you a natural beginning and end for an exercise, because you can basically decide that, all right, I'm going to take this fingering up and down this string group, do X amount of repetitions on each fret, up and then back again. And then you might feel like, well, I've done a proper day's work on that sequence for that day, and then it's easier to build into your schedule. But you can still do this with a timer if you want. So if you rather organize your practice by time, you can just set like, okay, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, and then still just move it up and down like that. And then wherever timer goes off, you're done. So basically 2 different approaches, both work equally well, but I think moving it up and down the fretboard is going to do much more for your technique than staying in the same position. All right, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.